Hi there. We need to take a look at Singularity University. These are the people behind so much of the shift that we're seeing toward the technology-based everything world. Founded by Ray Kurzweil and Peter Diamandis in 2008 as a nonprofit, Singularity University was said to be aimed at individuals wanting to understand how they could use technology to tackle global challenges. In a 2010 article from the New York Times about Singularity University and the Singularity movement, a journalist is reported as saying that he sees the Singularity as a grand tech nerd dream in which engineers, inventors, and innovators of every stripe create the greatest of all reset buttons. He says that the techies seem to want a deus ex machina, a god from a machine, to make everything right again. In 2012, Singularity University converted over to a for-profit benefit corporation incorporated as Singularity Education Group, using Singularity University as its trade name. Back in 2013, Singularity University and the U.S. Fund for UNICEF announced a partnership to create transformative technologies that will save and improve the lives of the most vulnerable children and women in developing countries. They call it save and improve, but really it's more like absorb and modify. And boy, have they been working toward their idea of improvement. Just look to the synthetic biology incubators and things like Exponential Africa, working to sell the continent with the most young people in the world on their addictive and manipulative technologies. They have offshoots all around the world, furthering disruptive technologies in finance, medicine, manufacturing, the synthetic biology takeover of the food system. It's a complete shift of the world, really, moving us to a place where the core of everything is the machine. For a decade now, they've been running leaders of corporations, investors, and medical professionals through their executive programs, getting them all prepared and geared up for this world that we're now facing, where everything goes technology, and we're expected to shed our human lives and connections in exchange for their digital version. In their world, robotics, the Internet of Everything, mRNA vaccines and gene therapies, brewed up stem cell drugs, vat-brewed foods, and AI-driven vertical farms fed by biotech nutrients, all of this becomes the norm. It's ushered in by your fear, just so you know where that's taking us. They plan to augment your immune system more than they already have been, and to transform education and employment, democratizing and digitizing, bringing the people of the world into their hive mind, which provides the intelligence, the data, needed to program the machine to their long-sought technical singularity. You know, the tests for COVID, they aren't being screened in a way that humans can verify. The swabs are fed into machines that spit out a verdict. Who wrote the code? Where do they stand in this singularity-driven world? And why should anyone trust these machines? Singularity University co-founder Ray Kurzweil wants to use AI to accelerate the vaccine process using simulators that would rapidly test trillions of biotechnology options against simulated patients for a simulated period of years, all in a matter of hours or days, with the goal of deploying their cure in weeks instead of years. Bill Gates is said to be a real fan of Ray, with celebratory quotes by Bill appearing in the back flaps of Kurzweil's books. Would you step right up for the science experiment that the computer creates? 'Cause Ray says that they can already shorten the development time of a COVID-19 vaccine using this method. According to Ray, in 2019, researchers in Australia created a turbocharged flu vaccine, in part by using a biology simulator using AI. He says that U.S. researchers are now testing this flu vaccine on human subjects. The clear COVID winner is the technocracy. With this one reported virus built up by the propaganda mass media machine and all of its influential tentacles, suddenly all of the tech that they've had ready and waiting is being accepted by the molded minds of the masses. But there's a real problem with their world-disrupting reset plans. Sometimes they lie. I caught one such lie a few years back. It was in a presentation by Divya Chander for Singularity University's Exponential Medicine Group.
And then they took a number of patients which were supposed to be in a coma or in a vegetative state, put them in the scanner, and most of them didn't light up. But one patient did. It was her. She lit up. Now, this is not the kind of patient, even though she can't respond to you verbally, that you want to be pulling the plug on, right? Suppose this patient had locked-in syndrome. She's actually, through a lot of neurorehab, recovered quite a bit now, and she's out in the real world again.
I knew I recognized that face.
Terry, open your eyes.
That's Terry Schiavo. You might remember her. She was said to have died in 2005. But I mean, why lie? If what you're talking about is so great and real, why use the picture of such a known figure? I mean, there was a media circus around this woman. Really, there's just so much to look at with these people. There could be more lies. Who knows? My point is that when the majority of people lack the knowledge and the ability to question the output of the machine, and the creators of the machine allow the use of lies to further their efforts, we have a real problem. We need to tell people, and this has to stop, because we cannot move forward into their future where all of the life in the world is intended to be rewritten, and it's already happening. I would really appreciate your help getting this information out to people. You can find the link to the sources in the description box below. Thank you for listening.